Good afternoon. I'm Libby Dowsett. Exactly 1 year after the murders of a mother and 4 small children at their home in West Medford, people still feeling the effects of the crime in your town. It is our top story today at noon. The call from the Criado home came in just after 9:30 in the morning on this day 1 year ago. Smoke spotted coming from a home in the 1027 West 10th Street area. Tabasha Page Criado and her 4 children lay dying in the home. The only suspect, the father and husband Jordan Criado, is taken to the hospital and later arrested. A judge enters a not guilty plea for him. His trial is expected to begin in March. News 10's Katie Connor takes a look back at what led up to those deadly attacks.
It's hard to accept what happened inside 1027 West 10th Street.
A 30-year-old female adult, a 7-year-old male, a 6-year-old male, a 5-year-old male, and a 2-year-old female.
A mother and her 4 children stabbed and left inside this burning home.
Started bringing people out, laying them all over the ground.
Now the husband and father, Jordan Criado, is the only suspect.
There is evidence that's pointing to him, I can tell you that.
News 10 did some digging to see what was going on behind the Criado's closed doors. What we found: the problem started long ago. Jordan Criado is a registered sex offender from Bakersfield, California. Back in 2003, he sexually abused a young child. Court records show he served time in prison and was put on parole. Jordan and his wife Tabasha wanted a fresh start at their life together, so they moved up north to Medford. But Jordan failed to register as a sex offender. When police threatened to extradite him back to California, Tabasha sent in these handwritten letters, pleading her husband had changed and saying she was pregnant with their 4th child. She asked for Criado to be allowed to stay. Her wish was granted, but the family's problems didn't stop.
Confirm the nature of the call earlier this morning.
And affirm it was a male phoning that his wife had not returned to the location from going out to a bar last night. Male was upset.
News 10 retraced where Tabasha was. You're watching exclusive video of her just hours before she was killed.
She didn't really say much to me other than what she was asking for.
Tabasha walked into this West Medford Minute Market and bought 3 zigzags paid in cash.
Somebody walks in and you just wait on them, and then you hear about them being murdered.
When Tabasha leaves the store, cops confront her and take her back to her home on 10th Street.
I think we have a somewhat of a clear picture of why she was gone.
They said they could see smoke all over a roof around a chimney.
2 hours later,
Code 1.
police respond again.
Need 10th Street shut down.
This time to find Tabasha and her 4 children dead. Covering your news in Medford, Katie Connor, News 10.
And here's a look at the official timeline from the Medford Fire Department for what happened that day. At 9:23, a caller reports smoke coming from a house at 1027 West 10th Street. 6 minutes later, at 9:29, the first engine arrives. 9:39, 10 minutes after arriving on scene and clearing some of the smoke, firefighters pull out the first 2 victims. And 9:43, 4 minutes later, firefighters announce they've discovered 4 more people. There were about 90 police officers, medics, and firefighters on scene that day. Many of them came together to perform CPR on the 4 children and their parents. Tonight on News 10, how the fire department and other agencies in our area are trying to improve mental health care for firefighters and officers who are affected by incidents like this. Total coverage coming up tonight at 5, 6, and 11.